Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. After 7 months, nag-draw na muli ang Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program o OINP. O sige, kakausapin natin ngayon, wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa, si Dayanara M. Puerto Bantige to talk about how things are looking, yang moving forward ngayon na ayun na nga, no, parang ang tagal na nahimik ng OINP. Una sa lahat, ano observations mo, Dayanara, sa naging draws? Multiple draws in different streams ang ginawa nila yesterday.
Opo. Hello everybody. It's been 7 months mula nung nag-draw sila. And what a lot of people have to understand is Ontario receives the largest number of allocations per province. I mean, it makes sense, 'di ba? Probably, I don't know, almost half of the population of the country is in this province. So it does make sense for them to get the biggest allocation, which is around 21,500 in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, it was, cut into half. So Ontario can only give roughly like more than 10,000 slots. So, and you have to understand na yung binigay nila last year na allocations ay yun sa mga na-nominate na. Hanggang ngayon po, meron pa ding mga nag-apply noong 2024 na pinoprocess nila ng 2025. So, syempre, kailangan din nilang magbigay ng allotment doon sa mga kasalukuyang pinoproseso. That leaves newcomers, yung mga bagong i-invite nila, that leaves them with even less number of slots. Which is why ang naging draw nila yesterday was really specialized. They did, wait lang po, let me just confirm everything. They did 5 draws yesterday. Okay? Employer job offer stream. So yun po yung tatlo, yung foreign worker stream, international student stream, and in-demand skill stream. So ano yung tatlo na yun? Yung foreign worker stream, yun po yung may 2 years of experience in the same NOC. Yung international student stream ay yung para sa mga recent graduates within the past 2 years, international students. And yung in-demand stream, ito yung para sa mga may tier 4 or 5 positions, yung mga low-skill work. So, yun yung mga nagkaroon sila ng draw. Pero ang kakaiba sa ginawa nila, Miss, is yung tatlong draw na ginawa nila is location-based. Eastern Ontario, Northern Ontario, and yung pinag-usapan po natin last time na Regional Economic Development Immigration, yung READY, yun yung pangatlo. So nag-invite sila ng candidates na merong bachelor's degree minimum at merong job offer from these areas. So parang inuna nila yung mga area na maliliit, yung mga medyo remote. Naglagay sila ng specific area, hinanap nila from the profile kasi po i-declare mo yun sa profile mo kung nasan ka. So, yun ang pinadala nila. Depende sa lugar kung nasan yung tao. Yun yung unang tatlong draw po, miss.
Oo. So parang kasi ang OINP, unlike other provinces, by the way, pasensya na kayo, alam ko ang internet ko ngayon. Ako yung may problema, hindi si Dayanara. Since I started recording in Manila, guys, medyo iffy ang aking internet connection. I'm so sorry to say. But anyway, yung OINP nga, sabi ko, hindi tulad ng ibang provinces, hindi nag-announce ng priority sectors. Parang
They
gano'n, di
didn't.
ba? Priority occupations, kumbaga.
They didn't.
Now, can you maybe, ikaw, based on the draws made, sabi mo nga, per location ba ngayon ang magiging batayan nila?
Yung
Or
unang
meron
tatlo,
ding
miss.
per occupation? Anong observation mo?
Yes po. Yung unang tatlo per location, yung huling dalawa is per occupation. So yung healthcare occupations po na drino nila is specialists in surgery, doctors, nursing practitioners, nursing supervisors, practical nurses, nurse aides, and caregivers. Yung under NOC 44101 ay na-draw din po kahapon. So yung mga nasa care homes, ganyan yung mga personal support workers, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa community, nagkaroon sila ng draw yesterday for in-demand stream kasi tier 4 yun, miss eh. So it's considered low-skilled work. Pero kapag ka may score ka na 34 and above, ay magkakaroon ka ng invitation dapat kahapon. Naka-receive po dapat kahapon. And then yung isa pong occupation na kinonsider din nila is, ito medyo na-weirdan ako dito. They gave offers for those that scored 45 and above for NOC 41321, Career Development Practitioners and Career Counselors. For some reason, priority yon ng Ontario, probably because they want people who will address unemployment needs. Kasi yung mga career counselors, sila yung nag-guide dun sa mga bata na nagde-decide kung ano yung career nila into the future, and yung mga unemployed din na maaaring naghahanap ng ibang field na pwede nilang pasukin. So parang it's one way for them to address. That's why they made a special draw for that particular job. So like I said, yung tatlo is location-based, yung dalawa is occupation-based. Ganun po yung ginawa ng Ontario this year. This
Oo. So,
first salvo ng draws. Opo.
oo. But as you mentioned, Dayanara, medyo konti na lang yung slots, na pwedeng ipamigay, pwedeng i-draw. Do you have any advice for those, siguro, na in-observe yung resulta ng recent draws, na kung mukhang hindi yata part dun sa mga gusto nilang pagkunan, meron pa ba silang pwedeng gawin?
Honestly, Miss, this is the first round. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't base so much of my decision on the first round. Okay? Because what you have to understand, let's say ang kaya lang ibigay ng Ontario is 5,000. 5,000 less from the 10,000 na meron sila, kasi magpalagay natin yung 5,000 para dun sa mga may invitation na. It's still a good amount. It's still a good range of number kung ikukumpara mo sa ibang probinsya. Kung ikukumpara mo sa binigay sa BC, kung ikukumpara natin sa ibinigay sa Alberta, it's still a good chunk. So I wouldn't make rash decisions from just this draw. Okay? And the thing is, hindi pa natin alam kung yung susunod ay, ang projection ko dyan, yung susunod is more of the trades na. Kasi they did healthcare this time. Then ang next nila is will probably be more on the trade. So yung mga kababayan natin na welders, construction workers, helpers, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa manufacturing, ganyan. Kasi priority din ng Ontario yan. Kahit ano pang sabihin natin, priority nila yan. Manufacturing is one of the biggest industries na meron ang Ontario and Canada. So in a way, priority din yan. What I would advise for a lot of people is if you have a way to improve your score, improve it. So kung ang score mo ngayon is nasa 50s ka, one way is improve your language test. So kasi if you get CLB 6 or if you score 6 below sa CELPIP, wala kang score na makukuha sa OINP. Sa foreign worker stream, sa international student stream. So if you can get it higher, do it. If you can negotiate with your employer na itaas ang iyong hourly pay, then pwede rin po makakontribute yan sa score kasi may range sila. Depende sa sahod po. Kung wala ka pang notice of assessment kasi for some reason hindi ka pa nag-file ng tax, which is wrong, pero kung kaya mo nang i-file siya ngayon, i-file mo na siya para kasi may additional points po yun. Kung kaya mong mag-relocate from the Greater Toronto area na ang score na makukuha mo lang is 0 to 3, kung kaya mong mag-relocate to Northern Ontario or kahit a city outside of the GTA like London, Hamilton, Windsor, ganyan, like a few hours outside, it will increase your scores dramatically from like additional 5 points to 7 points. Depende po sa lugar kung saan kayo nagtatrabaho. So those are ways to, kumbaga, prepare yourself for the next draws. I have clients na
yung moving, let's say,
yes po, miss.
Yung sinasabi mong moving to a different place, kumbaga, are you saying the move farther away, but not necessarily leaving your employer? Kumbaga, babiyahe ka lang na mas malayo, ganun ba yun?
Hindi po, miss. It's the location of your job offer.
Oh, the location of your job offer talaga.
So for example, you're working in the Greater Toronto area in one, for example, in a company na maraming branch all over Ontario. If there's a way to apply for a relocation to somewhere else na mas pagpalagay nating mas, for example, Northern Ontario, that's a good option for me because one, you would improve your score for OINP, and two, you may have a chance na mag-join din sa RCIP, Rural Community Immigration Pilot. So that's also,
Mhm.
you are adding a PR pathway sa mga options po na meron kayo instead of just looking at one, which is OINP.
Yun. Okay. Sorry parang nag-butt-in na yata ako kanina kasi nga if yung signal ko din, ano ba 'to? Meron ka pa bang
It's
i-a-add
okay.
na parang isa pa for points optimization?
That's it. Mainly language test, location,
Okay.
sahod. Kasi yun lang po, miss, yung may control tayo sa based on the profiles
Yeah.
na meron. Yun lang po talaga yung meron tayong control.
Mhm.
Now, a lot of people are studying healthcare. Lahat mga nag-aaral ng PSW, ganyan. I mean, hats off to you. Mahirap yan. But if you are in, let's say, the Greater Toronto area, which a lot of you are, you will have difficulties getting full-time jobs, getting employers who will support kasi ang dami yung nagkukumpetensya sa
Mhm.
trabaho sa isang lugar. You may have a much better chance by trying to see if you have options sa ibang, cities ng Ontario na nasa labas po ng GTA.
Naku.
As you can see, yung ginawa nilang draw, yung tatlong location-based draws na ginawa nila is Eastern Ontario, Northern Ontario, and yung nasa Ready, which is yung apat na communities like Sarnia, yung mga apat na communities na yun under Ready, dun sila nagkaroon ng draw. I think 800 yung kinuha nila from just sa Ready. Yung mga draws na nandun, 800 na kagad yung kinuha nila from there. So, a lot, pero hindi rin naman po nire-reveal kasi ng Ontario lahat ng kinukuha nila. For example,
Oo.
hindi nila nire-reveal kung ilan yung kinuha nilang ganito, ilan yung kinuha nilang ganyan. Because honestly, miss, after mo kasing ma-invite, meron kang 14 days para mag-apply ng nomination. And of course, some people hindi sila nakaka-apply because of reasons like hindi supportive yung employer nila or hindi na kumbaga legitimate yung mga dokumento nila, ganyan. Merong mga kumbaga hindi nakakapasok pa rin. So, that leaves slots for others. Kaya hindi rin nire-reveal, I think, ng Ontario lahat ng kinukuha nila to give them a little bit of an allowance para mabigay pa
Oo.
yun sa iba.
Oo. Speaking of yung mga draws nila outside the GTA, yung
Opo.
Eastern and Western, do you think that's
Eastern,
also going to
Northern.
be the
Opo.
trend? Kasi I know maraming applicants within the GTA. 'Di ba? Kaya mo
Yes.
ba pinupush ngayon You've actually, I think, mentioned it twice, no? Na consider going outside the GTA. Baka
I've been
ganun talaga
telling
ang
this to all
magiging
my clients, miss. I've been telling this to them from the time I started working in 2021. I've been telling them this. Try not to put yourself in the GTA if you can help it. If there's a way
Oo.
to study in Northern Ontario, Atlantic Canada, do it. Syempre, hindi naman lahat miss nakikinig. So,
Oo.
ngayon,
Oo.
I'm reiterating this because this is something a lot of practitioners will have seen. Talagang napapansin na namin 'to, miss, mula nung simula pa, na ang priority ng provinces ay i-decongest yung sobrang lalaking city to lower the
Mhm.
cost of living in those places, to um kasi 'pag mas maraming tao dun, mas malaki yung nakukuha nilang fund, nag-i-improve yung lugar. Alam mo yun, miss, parang nagde-develop yung lugar, and it's an advantage to the province in general, 'di ba? So,
Mhm.
I've been saying this for years, but it has never been more important than today. Kasi ngayon nakikita na
Oo.
natin very clear kung ano yung ginagawa nila. Location-based na, miss, ang draws ng
Oo.
Ontario ngayon as opposed to before na occupation-based. 'Di ba?
Oo.
Occupation-based dati, ngayon location-based na. So, location, parang kumbaga sa real estate, location, location, location is
Yeah. And
very
it's not
important
too
sa
late,
PR.
no? Baka sabihin kasi na nung iba, Dayanara, ang tagal ko na dito, ngayon pa ako lilipat. Is it not too late for them? Baka sabihin nila, or sorry, is it too late for them to move out? Parang ganun.
Of course, there are certain applicants, miss, na medyo late na. For example, if you only have 6 months left, if you only
Yeah.
have five
Oo.
months left. But this is why I have been working with other clients na ngayon ay nagde-decide na to have their spouse study
Mhm.
in like Northern Ontario. Meron ako nare-receive ng mga acceptance from colleges in Northern Ontario in specific occupations, specific programs na maaaring mag-lead to a better PR pathway down the line. This is for those who have, of course, the funds, who saved quite well during the time na nagtatrabaho sila, a few years ago. So, you have to plan really well, okay, na baka naman may paraan to relocate without incurring so much stress, or baka naman may plan to relocate plus extend your stay in Canada ng kasabay ng, at the same time. I would say make sure to talk to someone that you trust, okay, an immigration professional that you trust to help you with the planning, kesa parang you're looking at it blindly. Okay, na parang kasi po, a lot of people take pride in doing their applications on their own, yung mga DIYers. And I am one, so I take pride in that.
Yeah, oo.
But hindi lahat ng tao ay merong kakayahan to do it on their own. And especially with the current situation na paiba-iba, okay, you may need someone na, an immigration professional with more experience. So it doesn't have to be me, but someone that you trust. Make sure to speak to them as soon as you can. And also, nothing wrong with prayers. Pray
Oo
really
naman.
hard. Diba? Na to
Yeah.
give you the strength to, to accept whatever it is that will happen in the future to you and your family.
Speaking of, parang actually wala na akong ibang tatanong. But speaking of seeking assistance or kung gusto mag-consultant, I think nakakailin na yung nag-PPM sa akin, Dayanara. Can I email you for urgent concerns? Because guys, no, just to be honest with you, si Dayanara, very packed na ang kanyang booking. Medyo you have to wait a while.
Yeah, September.
But can they email you for urgent concerns na
Definitely.
gusto ka talaga nila kumbaga ganun. Oh.
Definitely po. Send me an email. Let me know if you have urgent concerns. Miss, may invitation ako. Kailangan ko ng tulong. Let me know. Because you don't have a lot of time. You only have 14 days from the time that you get your invitation to apply for nomination. You don't have a lot of time. So make sure to do it as soon as you can, but do it correctly because applications can get returned. Especially now, Ontario po, napakahigpit. Kasi nga, konti lang yung slots nila, miss. So, syempre, hindi ka nila hihintayin. And it is your responsibility as the applicant to submit as perfect of an application as you can. So, it doesn't get returned. It's on you. And I have a lot of clients na pumupunta sa akin na, miss, na-invite ako pero hindi ko nakuha yung nomination kasi kulang yung dokumento, kulang yung ganito, meron ako hindi dineclare. Don't take it for granted now because it's more valuable. That invitation, yung value niya ngayon has never been high as high compared to like the past years. Dati kasi pwede ka pang umasa na, sige, mananominate naman ako ulit. Ngayon, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin yon. Hindi mo pwedeng, hindi ka sure kung uulit pa siya. Yeah.
Naku. Masyado ka nang overconfident ka na if you think that way. No, ang dami-dami ngayong facing expiring, permits, hindi makahanap ng pathway. You have to definitely grab that opportunity.
I think every day, miss, there is one. Kasi I do consultations every 4 days in a week and I do like 4 or 5. There is always one client that I say to them, oops, wala kang pathway. There's always one. Every day. So imagine statistically, it's really a difficult road. But a lot of them na sinasabihan ko ng ganun is meron pang time. So meron pa silang PGWP until 2027, meron pa silang work permit until 2028. So they have time, 'di ba? So the sooner that you know na oops, wala pala. Meron akong client kahapon na ang tagal, parang naka 1 year na siyang experience. Sa Toronto sila. Sabi ko, ba't ngayon lang po kayo nagpunta sa akin kung kailan tapos na yung 1 taon? Kasi miss, ang akala ko, pasok ako ng CEC, kakapasok ako, akala ko okay na ako. That's a very common thing that happens, especially for those na may mga kamag-anak po. Yung may mga kamag-anak na sinasabi sa kanila na, hindi, nung panahon ko, CEC lang, pasok na ako, ganito lang score ko, okay na. Hindi laging ganun sa panahon ngayon. You have to seek help as soon as you can. Huwag niyo pong isipin na dahil kaka-approve niyo lang ng PGWP, marami pa kayong time, is okay na. Because you may not have a pathway and you may end up wasting your time. Sayang naman po.
Ay, nako. Narinig nyo na, ha? Mag-isip-isip na lang kayo. Tapos Tito B, Dayanara, whoever you want. Okay,
doesn't have to be me. Yeah, doesn't have to be me. Wala pong hard feelings. You can always send me an email for a question or two. I don't mind answering a question or two. But if it's really complex, understand na hindi ko po kayo pwedeng i-consult through chat or through email. Your
Yeah.
applications deserve more respect than that. So,
Yeah.
book a consultation,
Oo.
not with me, but with someone that you trust. And
Oo.
verify that they're legitimate. Okay?
Correct. Oo. Ito nga siguro, ngayon ko na lang 'to sasabihin. Maraming mga nag-e-email sa akin, 'di ba, asking, "Baka pwede niyo akong tulungan, Ina, mag-book with Dayanara or the other guests that I have." Wala akong kapangyarihan isingit kayo sa mga schedule nila, guys. Sorry, okay? Kasi naiintindihan ko naman, no, if they really are, they really wanna work with you guys. Syempre, siguro na-impress sa mga interview ninyo. Pero, mahirap talaga. Hindi ko kayo mababraso, kumbaga. Yun ang iniisip ng iba, eh.
I
Oo,
know,
nandito
and
po tayo
kasi,
sa Canada, okay?
yeah, hindi po, well, sa Pilipinas kasi sanay tayo sa ganyan, yung padrino
Oo,
system.
oo.
Yeah, pero hindi po kasi ganun ka. It's really our time na hindi namin, our time is not finite. Syempre,
Yeah.
our time is not infinite. Our time is finite. So, hindi namin pwedeng ibigay yun lahat sa trabaho po. May mga pamilya din po kami. And also,
Yeah.
ang isa pong mai-advise ko din, miss, is do not resort to H&C agad-agad. I have clients
Nako,
na meron
oo
pang
nga.
2 years left, 1 year left, pupunta sa akin, miss, gusto na namin i-consider yung H&C, humanitarian and compassionate. And every time kakausapin ko sila, inaano ko, parang tinatry kong tingnan yung logic nila kung bakit nila gusto mag-apply ng agency. And it's always because of this, because of ganyan, because of their children, ganyan. And then, agency has a really high rate of refusal. Okay, even in the very, very special cases, talagang high rate of refusal. You don't wanna entertain that thought until you have exhausted everything.
Correct.
Every possible thing. Okay? So,
Hindi yan ang HNC, guys, hindi yan immigration pathway, hindi yan PR pathway kung tutuusin tulad yung iba, okay?
it's a very
Don't
unique
consider it
one.
as such na, sige, maybe time na ito ng pathway ko, hindi siya ganun.
Kasi parang yung iba mismo inaano nila, kung ano yung advantage sa kanila. Ano yung advantage sa kanila pag binigyan sila ng PR ng Canada. Eh, syempre given na yun. Na talagang may advantage sa'yo. Pag may agency, there's also something na you have to think about na ano yung advantage ng Canada din sa'yo.
Yeah.
So a lot of people forget that aspect of the agency application that I want you to think about it really deeply kung nandun na ba talaga kayo sa stage na pang-agency na kayo at kung meron ba talaga kayong argument that wins that. But
Yeah.
But for now,
Okay.
let's wait for what's sa OINP. Hintayin po muna natin kung ano yung gagawin ng Ontario for the next few months. Meron pa namang nalalabing ilang buwan sa 2025. Yung iba na sinasabi na, meron kasing mga iba na, miss, hindi na daw magdodraw sa ganitong occupation, dapat magpalit na ako ng work. Ang lagi kong sinasabi, you don't know. You don't know kung magdodraw ba talaga sila or hindi na ba talaga sila magdodraw until hindi na talaga nila yun gawin. What if umalis ka sa trabaho mo, welder ka, umalis ka sa trabaho mo, tapos biglang nag-draw ng welding? So, sayang. Diba? If you have time, and if you have a consultant, plan it with them properly. Diba? Kung kailan yung baka dapat umalis ka na.
Oo. I think instead of that thinking, dapat isipin na nagbabalik na yung mga draws, di ba? Yun na lang. Nagbalik na. At least that's the good part. The good news.
Actually, yesterday, I was so happy. Nag-post ako. I was so positive dun sa post ko. And then may mga nag-message sa akin, miss, ito yung namin, hindi kami drino, dapat yata umalis na kami, dapat yata ganyan. I forget na for some people, it can actually be a negative thing kasi they were not drawn. So there's always the other side of the coin. But for me, ako naman in general, for all my clients, I always pray and I always lift them na kung ano man yung nangyayari, lift it, and then siya na bahala kung ano ang kanyang intention. Yeah.
Ayan. Okay. Oh, guys, dito na muna namin to tatapusin. Alam mo, nakikita ko yung shirt ko, yung anak kong may sakit na umiiyak sa akin kanina. Oh my God, iniwanan ako ng
I know, get well soon,
na kayo, guys.
Get well soon.
Ano ba yan? But thank you so much, Dayanara and Puerto Pantigue. Yan, guys, please, search her online, ha? If you wanna get in touch with her. Nagko-comment pa dyan, eh. Paano ko kontakin si Dayanara? Madali niyo siyang mahanap online. Okay, on Facebook din. Okay, that's it for now, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, Dayanara. Bye!
God bless. Bye-bye po.